Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency reaffirms commitments to combat climate change. President Tinubu condemns killing in Abia State. And on the foreign scene, China's spacecraft lands on moon far side. And in sports, Vinicius Jr. makes UEFA Champions League final records. Now the news in details. I am Timmy Dayo Anthony. As the June 5 annual World Environment Day celebration draws nearer, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, has reaffirmed its commitment to implementing government sustainable environmental policies aimed at mitigating climate change effects, promoting a circular economy, and ensure environmental protection against drought and desertification. Now, speaking during a pre-event press conference held in Alausa, the LASEPA General Manager, Tunde Ajayi, said there will be an essay competition aimed at raising the consciousness of youth on environmental preservation, desertification, and other climate change mitigating effect towards achieving a sustainable environment for a healthy living. He said as part of its school advocacy program for the World Environment Day celebration for the year 2024, the agency is partnering with some production industries to sponsor the essay competition among undergraduate students across all tertiary institutions in the state, as well as involving youth in the task of environmental preservation. Ajayi added that the agency is scaling up its advocacy campaigns in schools and colleges to carry youths along in the implementation of government reform policies geared towards combating climate change and greenhouse effects for sustainable environmental growth. The General Manager, Lagos State Parking Authority, Adebisi Adelabu, has called on stakeholders in the hospitality industry to comply with the Lagos State parking policy and make adequate arrangements to meet their customers' parking needs. Adelabu made this known while speaking as a panelist at the engagement session organized by the Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture for stakeholders in the hospitality sector on current industry challenges, emerging trends, policy frameworks, and collaborative opportunities within the entire hospitality value chain. She stressed that this is a duty of those who own and operate facilities such as hotels, bars, and other event centers to make adequate provision for parking for their customers and clients. Adelabu urged event centers to ensure ample parking provision for their guests right from the onset of constructing their facilities. The organized private sector has accepted the federal government's proposal for a new minimum wage of 60,000 naira in the country. Director General of the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria, Segun Ajayi Kadri, noted that ongoing negotiations between the government, the private sector, and all the organized labor were focused on establishing a minimum wage rather than a living wage, which represents the lowest amount that can be paid to any worker in the country. Ajayi Kadri maintains that both labor and private businesses have been facing significant economic challenges, making it extremely difficult for them to meet the wage demands that put forward by the labor unions. He appealed to the organized labor to reconsider its decision to embark on nationwide strike, adding that labor working out of discussion and declaring strike would not help matters. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has ordered security agents to go after the killers of the 5 soldiers in Aba, Abia State, and those behind the call for sit-at-home in the southeast. The president, who was reacting to the murder of the 5 soldiers in Aba on Thursday, May 30th, by elements suspected to be members of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, warned that the federal government will come down heavily against those who have made it a habit to needlessly attack officers and men of the armed forces. Tinubu said soldiers and the police have the duty to protect the people from aggressors and non-state actors, noting that hundreds of them have paid the ultimate price in fulfillment of their duties, while some have experienced the indignity of being manhandled by the people they protect. The president sent his condolences to the families of the 5 slain soldiers, their colleagues, and the leadership of the armed forces, urging other men and women on peacekeeping duty not to be discouraged by the unfortunate incident in Aba. Plateau State Governor Bala Mohammed has appealed to organized labor to reconsider the planned nationwide strike schedule for Monday. The governor expressed concern that the strike will cripple the economy and inflict hardship on workers, warning that the proceedings with the strike will plunge the country into severe poverty. It's to be recalled that on Friday, the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress announced an indefinite strike to protest the federal government failure to increase proposed minimum wage from 60,000 naira and failure to reverse the electricity tariff after giving the National Electricity Regulatory Commission and the federal government a May 31st ultimatum to reverse the tariff hike. And now to the foreign news. China says it has unscrewed craft has successfully landed on the far side of the moon. According to China National Space Administration, CNSA, the Changxi touched down in the South Pole Arctic Basin on Sunday morning. Launched on 3rd May, the mission aims to collect precious rock, extracting some of the moon's oldest rock from the huge crater on the South Pole and soil from the region for the first time in history. The landing was first with risk because it is difficult to communicate with spacecraft once they reach the far side of the moon. China is the only country to have achieved the feat before landing its Chang'e in 2019. Beijing's broader strategy aimed to see a Chinese astronaut walk on the moon by 2030. The U.S. also aimed to put astronauts back on the moon, with NASA aiming to launch its Artemis third mission in 2026. And now to sports. Vinicius Jr. created a new record in UEFA Champions League final after helping Real Madrid overcome Borussia Dortmund 2-0 on Saturday. The Spanish defender opened the scoring on 74 minutes after heading home to Toni Kroos's corner kick. Vinicius then sealed it on 83 minutes as he slotted home after receiving a pass from Jude Bellingham. Following this goal against Dortmund, Vinicius has become the first ever Brazilian to score a multiple Champions League finals. In the year 2022 final against Liverpool, the forward got only one goal as Real Madrid won 0-1 at the games. Just before we go, please ensure you make use of your seatbelt while driving. You can follow us and like all of our social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Please subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Somolu administration injected 100 medium capacity buses for standard routes? You can get more details on Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. As the June 5 annual World Environment Day celebration draws nearer, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, has reaffirmed its commitment to implementing government sustainable environment policies aimed at mitigating climate change effects, promoting a circular economy, and ensure environmental protection against drought and desertification. President Bola Tinubu has ordered security agents to go after the killers of 5 soldiers in Aba, Abia State, and those behind the sit-at-home in the southeast. We also told you that China said its unscrewed craft has successfully landed on the far side of the moon. And in sports, Vinicius Jr. created a new record in UEFA Champions League final after helping Real Madrid overcome Borussia Dortmund 2-0 win on Saturday. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesua Ejoyaka. I am Dayo Anthony. Many thanks for listening.